Douglas DC-6. It was designed to carry passengers in luxurious comfort between the world's great cities. New York, London, Paris. An elegant aircraft for a more elegant age. And naturally, we're going to take it somewhere completely different.
Hello there.
Hello? Hello, everybody. What day is it? Monday. Happy Monday. You're very welcome to tonight's stream where we continue with our DC-6, the mighty DC-6, as we continue to fly to those places. That's very loud. Jesus! When you get everything done right. Now, I've changed the audio since yesterday. I was up very late last night talking to myself for ages. Right? So, hopefully all is well now. Right? Hopefully we're back to kind of get up the yard now as we continue on with doing a proper job, as it would seem, as we fly to Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, and we're going to land, hopefully intact, at a place called Tioman, and very fancy now. That's what we're going to attempt to do here this evening. You see, right. So I hope you're all having a great day, a very happy Monday. Yes, sad news in the football world. We heard that Kevin Keegan had passed away. I think today. Kevin Keegan, didn't he look after Newcastle for a number of years? Did he have the England job at one stage? No? Not quite sure. But yeah, sad news indeed. But here we are, and we'll continue to do the thing that we tried to do, yes, as we'll attempt to fly DC-6 properly, with no, drama at all, or at least that's what we're hoping to do, right? So he played at Liverpool as well. Oh, Jesus, did he? Right. Oh, sure, he was a player before the manager. Yeah. I remember Keegan back in the day. He used to have a terrible thing against Ferguson. Do you remember? I don't think it was a terrible thing. He didn't like him, you know. But anyway, looking forward to this fight for sure. This is going to be a busy week. It's currently 20 degrees outside here in Murph Manor and 22 degrees inside. Oh, Jesus. So, I'd love it if we beat you. Yeah, that famous thing, yeah. Jesus, Murph, I nearly missed going live. Who's that coming in from afar? It's the world's biggest stirrer. Gibbo, I presume. That's fantastic. Yes, we've changed all how the alerts work over on Discord. I can do nothing about Twitch or with the tube of you. Or anywhere else for that matter. But Discord, yes, we can do a thing. So, we're here now, and there's new roles.
Oh,
yes, there's new roles, and you have the option then to say what you want to be notified about. Now, I still have, the ability to ping everyone, right? But I won't, unless it's important news like, look at my fabulous haircut, or, more importantly, do I look good in this shirt or what? But everything else, it'll be aimed at the correct live alerts, Firefly Air, NOTAMs, trucking, birthdays, that kind of thing, right? So anyway, hopefully, as I said, the mic is working a bit better. Jesus, lads, I was up till, it was late, I was up to silly o'clock last night, just dialing it all in, and let's see what happens. We shall see what happens, right? The good news is, though, I just tested the new Pings livery release. Let's have a look. I have a notification in FAA NOTAMs. Cyrus T, you absolute legend. And did you see what he did, lads? I'll show you this on the main screen now in a minute. That's working very well, Cyrus, you absolute legend. Brilliant. Do you know, from a technical standpoint, I've actually done okay today. I didn't break anything. I kind of fixed things. This is brilliant. Thing is with alerts, you can't please everyone. I just suppress what I don't want. If there's a red number, I just click it and mark it as red. Yeah, but now, you see, now we can turn around and say, be alerted to the things that you want. We're giving you the power until it breaks. And then when it does break, I'm going to blame someone else, to see, right? Probably Muse. I mean, it doesn't require much thinking on that. Something went wrong. Who can we blame? Sure, Muse fan, of course, But anyway, we'll see what the crack is. You're all very welcome in. Great to see so many folks in here on a Monday evening. The World Cup is over. That's it now. Game over. Ball burst. And what else then? The Formula One, of course, we watched yesterday. We did a lovely flight last night. We were checking out the new update, or the new feature from Say Intentions with their AI uplink, which is actually deadly for GSX. Hermit Sultan seems to have a terrible job with GSX, though. I think it shagged half of his right. So, medic, we'll need to see what happens. Now I get an extra message. What do you mean you get an extra message? Shag off, Scott. I have to type that to Scott. He knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah, just Oshkosh as well. Heisenberg is on his way, finally. He got a delay on the way over, but he's on the way over now. He finally got going. He's flying with Delta. And there was a busy day at Oshkosh, and we'll be catching up with Heisenberg a little bit during the week. I've just noticed something here, kind of funny. Look, what's that now? Oh yeah, my camera is slightly out of alignment, but it's all right. I'm not going to fix these things now, not at all. We'll wait for when I'm dossing, right? But anyway, oh Jesus, look, I've buttons here at my display. This is brilliant. Ooh, I'll press this one here. Look. Oh, that's very nice, isn't it? Using uplink at the moment, like it so far, says Shamrock Minimums. Uplink, you say? This is nice, chilled out music. Do you agree? We can barely hear you, Murph. That's a good complaint. But anyway, we'll turn this up a smidgen. D White is checking in. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. CP65 is here. Welcome in. Vacuum, a very happy Monday. Mrs. TPHI rolls out of the room upside down into her seat. Also upside down. Good to see you, Mrs. Hope all is well. Viper Strike is here. Welcome in. Malky Mac, good evening. Super Typhon is in the house. Flipper Alloy is here. Fibro, a very good day to you, sir. Sprockets, good to see you. Muse Fan bursts in the door with his elbow, and did you hear that? Shh, it's picking up all sounds it used to didn't, Not that there be sounds, but like This sound is terrible. Listen. It's the slider on me. Now, if you ever hear that during a stream, don't be thinking, Jesus Murphy, would you ever can that blowing? Listen, right? You know, it's it's a little bit more sensitive. It's a bit delicate. So I have an air freshener over there that goes, you know, shh. It's an air wick, right? And it makes the man cave smell lovely and vanilla, right? Vanilla. And so that's what you might hear as well. But anyway, Sprockets, good to see you. And Muse fan, Creo, hello to County Mayo. Hope you're well. Who else came in here now, lads? Uniform Goose, good day, Goose. Happy Monday. Sun Jammers in the house. Nice 24 degrees in Coventry. Yes, the weather has dialed it down a smidgen, but it's good. So is a total rip to the XLR. Yep. Good luck and thanks. Go XLR, you've been great. But I'll use it as like a backup emergency now, Gibbo. There was just too many limitations what I was trying to do, and you've only one input, and I'm just waiting on the day software breaks it, and then I'm like, I'm shagged. Do you know what I mean? That day mightn't ever happen, but at least now I know what the crack is. But I do like the extra kind of stuff you get with the Wavelength 3, it's called. Wavelength 3 is from Elgato. That's their sound system stuff. And it just integrates into everything so much more better. You can literally have, like, I must show you the board of it. What? Crying out loud. I must show you the setup of it. It's very, very good. It's quite impressive. Quite impressive. But anyway, where are we at now? Buttons over here, look. Yeah, cooler weather, lads. That's what we want. Do you know? A little bit. McManser, good to see you. Hope you're well. Retriever Neil, looking for the route. The route is there. APU Inspector, good to see you, buddy. Exo Giant is here. Sumner is checking in from Milwaukee. Happy Monday to you, bud. It's Smithers. Good to see you, bud. North Coast Mike is here. Drew Bannon and Spitfire. RAF 100 has rumbled into the parlour. How are you, lads? Good to see you. Illicit Major, welcome aboard. Now, let me see. We've buttons down here. There's Hermit Something. A very good afternoon to Boston. Hope you're well. Commander Balosh, happy Monday. Eamon 1973 is here. Pieman Jim, good to see you. Happy Monday, lads. Great to see you. Two Dogs, greetings from Wisconsin. Hello from Tipperary. You're looking well. Nighthawk is in the house. A very good evening to you. Tarnish Mossman with 10 streams in a row. Yeah, baby. It's good to see you, man. Idle Cutoff, Cambridge is calling. Hello from Tipperary. Stu Snape is here. A very happy Monday to you, my dude. Stu, how's she cutting, man? It's Andy. Welcome in, Andy. Zith is in the house after having, was it fish or was it chicken that you had as a side to your salt? Mother of God, man, the amount of salt in your plate. JP Gaming, good evening to you. Hope all is well. Let's have a look here now. Shuffle Shoes shuffles in. AJH, happy Monday. Toto, 2495, has rambled into the chat. A very happy Monday to you and the missus. Hope all is well. Great to see you. Cyrus T, the man of Teal, has rambled in. Now, I got everything I was going to get done the weekend done, bar the emotes. Yeah, I'm working on them, so I'll have them ready soon. I might do them in the morning. But Cyrus, thank you very much indeed for updating the DC-3. I wasn't expecting that at all, dude. Thanks a million. Dave JSB is in the house. Welcome aboard. AZ Blue Line, 54 months with Prime. Thank you very, very much indeed. Great to see us, lads. Chalks is here. Good evening. The Dameranian is in the house. The Colonel Indiana Longnuts. Ooh. Welcome aboard. Hope all is well. And you think you're having a bad hair day too, right? It's a great picture of him, though, you know. Doesn't he look like a fella now who sells, like, you know, industrial carpet cleaner or something? Yeah, right? Brilliant. Anyway, moving on. 98 Vulcan, thank you for 85 streams in a row. 8 degrees in Gosford, Australia. Keep warm, buddy. Zith, eating the Egypt tree, indeed. Although that picture of a 7.5 you put up earlier on, oh, Jesus, lovely. Very nice. Balut is here, good evening. Visualize, welcome aboard. Thank you, Zith. We're working on her. Sumner, a very good evening, and well, I hope you're well. Work lurk for Prop Job 5, Bijani. Where's this now? What's new there? What's new? Not much. It didn't change many things. Billy, good evening. Silver's in the house. Home Wrecker, good to see you, buddy. And lads, I hope all is well. Lucky Bo is in the house. Elric is here. Welcome in. Where is this now? Loads of buttons. You had a full head of hair like yours, Murph. He did all right, yeah. Great bunch of lads. Mugan is here. Good to see you. Oh, I can't repeat some of the things I've just seen. Jurgen Klopp is now the German trainer. Oh, is he? The washing machine says hello. Hello, the washing machine. Great name, great service. Thank you for your service until the day it breaks down. Elric, hope you're well, bud. Frequency is in the house. Happy Monday. Just tested the new Pings livery release. Excellent. But yeah, great stuff. Gonna miss my evenings with the World Cup. Yeah. How long did we get out of it? Was it a month? Did it last about a month? Or a month and a bit? Maybe, that's all. Do you know? I liked your stream so much yesterday, says Hermit, that I went out and I bought a copy of GSX to go with the voice input control. Now my computer is shagged. No toolbar, no GSX, GNS 530 is wonky. I need to reinstall everything and leave out GSX. I don't know how exactly it did that, Hermit. It doesn't make sense. GSX will come in and, you know, you can add it to your menu, but it shouldn't break things. Does anyone know, is there a solution to Hermit rather than a full reinstall of everything? Because like that would sicken you, wouldn't it? Daddy Plump, good evening. He says, evening. You're all looking lovely tonight. Why, thank you very much. So are you. Englewood Online is here. Welcome aboard. Hayden UK. Good evening, you scallywag. Good day, sir. Hope all is well and that you're having a productive yet fun day. Yes. Looking out the window, you know, at the trees. You're very welcome in, buddy. Linny Bobbins is here. Hello, Linny. Welcome in. Who else came into the parlour? Retriever Neil, good to see you. Just Roy is in the house. Roy, a very happy Monday to you. Hope you're well. Where is this now? This means we can hear your farts. Yeah, I don't fart though. I'm constantly expelling air. You know, that's why it's so warm around here. You know. Yeah. Where's this now? Don't be blaming it on your chair and the air freshener. We know what it really was. Oh, for crying out loud. We're gonna hear your old bones cranking with the new audio. For the love of God, don't fart. For Christ's sake, you lads are a great bunch of lads, aren't you? Forgot, you know. Jesus. Oh, great bunch of friggin' lads. Also, lads, be very careful when we're flying on groupie, which we are tonight and we will on all our group flights. If you're using voice communication, make sure you have your microphone set to push to talk. You press a button to transmit, because otherwise it'll be what we would class as a hot mic, in which you could be discussing, you know, world domination, or who's going to bring in the wheelie bin, or, you know, who has to go to the dry cleaners. We don't need to know that kind of stuff. So make sure your microphone is set up correctly, and we should be all grand from there. We hope. Guys, you can do that with Photoshop these days, can't you? But anyway, let's see where we're at now. PQ, yes, Viva España, absolutely. Would he be España or Espanol? But yes, let me see here now. Sean Dale is here, 46 months. Sean Dale, thank you very much indeed, buddy. Ozymandias, a very good evening to you. Welcome aboard. Joe Crashed, good evening, Joe. Hope you're well. Mac Fidgeon's in the house. Old Veteran 965, you're very welcome in, Scott. Good to see you. Where is this now? Just call him Long Nuts. No, you have to give him his full name. The Colonel Indiana Long Nuts. Otherwise, you'd be like, is that like a medical condition? Right, yeah, you know. Jolly God, good evening. Jeff G. Jefferson, good to see you, Jeff. Hope you're well. Doc Nader is here. Maybe GSX messed up the EXE XML of AJH. Yeah. The Boise, good evening. Doc Nader, it's so hot here, the trees are whistling for the dogs. Oh, Jesus. Strap21, good evening. There's a nice tool you can find on flightsim.io for fixing stuff. Roy, delighted. So, Just Roy created the... What was the final name you went with? Was it like the Flight Sim Rescue or Microsoft Flight Sim Rescue? This is a tool that Roy built. Effectively what it can do, and I'm only going to like scratch the surface. It'll look for scenery conflicts. It can search for the sound AI folders that are installed and get them out of there, right? It can just like tell you how good everything is. Install things as well. Brilliant. Great bit of kit, and he made it all for free, so well done, and thank you very much indeed, Roy, for that. Zybak Doc checking in from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. Good evening. You don't want to know what I'm really doing. Wait, what? Murph, do you reckon PMDG will do another big birthday sale in a few weeks? Pieman Jim, I'm not actually sure. I mean, maybe, you know, maybe. Gibbo, if that's still continuing, we can do a thing, so keep me honest on it, right? We can do a thing if it's still shagged. But yes, don't worry, I don't have Groupie on. No, he's me bestie and we call him Long Nuts. I'm for crying out loud. Do I have to call him Long Nuts now? How are you, Long Nuts?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Right, Crafty Tigers, good evening. You're looking terribly, terribly well this evening. Where's this now? Right, over to the tube. of you. And we'll say hello to some folks over here. Angels15, a very good evening to you. Kubi Montana, welcome in. A man you may know has rambled in. Happy Monday, buddy. Roll Tide is here. Will C, good to see you, Will. Where's this now? What up? I'll come fly after I finish giving these Marines. Come on. Northland Air, happy Monday to you, bud. Hope all is well. Shamrock Minimums, hope all is well. Captain Sticky Rice, very good day to you, sir. Hope you're keeping well. Sim Guy is here. Kieran Nile, welcome aboard. Johnny Shoes in the house. Dave Cleary, legend Dave. Welcome back, Dave. Where's this now? Shamrock says, yeah, I use Wavelength 3 and the XLR. I control my volume separately. Yeah, it's very, very good. Very good. Brilliant. Sander, hello. Twisted Snowman is here. Good to see you. Welcome. Lads, great to see you. Who else come in? Ashley Nelson. Hello, Ashley. Welcome in. And a very happy Monday to everyone who's rambled in here as we get ourselves up and moving. We're going to do some flying. So I'm going to press some buttons now. We'll go to the other screen and we'll get this aircraft into action. This is an interesting flight tonight. It's probably not going to be the most challenging, but I'll show you what way to fly the approach and then we'll see what happens. You know, it could be great. Come over here anyway into the parlour, right? Oh, Jesus. I'm going to move all this stuff. Hey, Sir Beaky. Good to see you, bud. Welcome in. So, there's our sounds of the sim turned on. See, I'm getting used to all of this, lads. We're getting used to it, right? Sure, you get used to it. So keep me honest with the old, Jesus, the heat. Keep me honest with the sounds and so on and so on. Right. So we'll see what happens. Loving the new sound on stream, says Sumner. Well, Sumner, thank you very much. Brilliant. Can you fly a 737? I can, but not terribly well, actually. I flew one yesterday, but tonight it's all about this, the DC-6. So let's have a look. We'll bring over Navigraph. So we're starting off up the road. This used to be the old Kuala Lumpur International Airport, and I think they made it I think it's shared between the emergency services and general aviation now. I could be wrong, could be military either, but they moved the main airport down to here. This is now Kuala Lumpur International Airport, and it's friggin' huge, lads. It is massive. It's massive, right? We have 3 sets of runways in the place, but I said we'll go to the older one because we're actually in the city, right? So what we're going to do when we take off, our first waypoint is Whiskey Mike Kilo Mike, right? Now, are we stopping there? Where's my flight plan? Because I should really write this stuff down. I can do science. Hang on, we have a look here. Yeah, so our first stop is here. Whiskey Mike, Kilo Mike, all right? And this is Malacca Airport. So that's just grand, fairly straightforward. That's our first stop. After that, we're then going to fly down over Singapore, right? And we're going to use the waypoint Whiskey Sierra Sierra Lima. I'm not planning to stop here. We might do a touch and go, right? But I'm not planning a full stop until we get down a little bit further, down to Batam. Right, because we're going to be doing a landing here at Batam, which is Whiskey India Delta Delta. However, this will give us the chance to overfly Singapore, right? And then finally, from Batam, we're going to head all the way almost north, right? Almost north, up to here. And this, friends, is where we have Tioman. Tioman is Whiskey Mike Bravo Tango. Now, just to kind of explain, right, I'll change this to an owl Sahaloi so you can see what the crack is, right? World Map Murphy, not satellite. And we'll make it daytime to show you what the airport or the runway is, right? So here's the runway. We can all see the runway, right? Our approach, regardless of the wind, we're going for runway 20, right? 20. And the reason being is we're going to fly our approach over this way, and roughly around kind of here, that's when we're going to start turning in towards the airport. We're going to head in this way, right? And the reason being is our approach, we keep it very tight to the mountains on our left-hand side, and then it's a very sharp right turn straight onto the runway. It's not a short runway, it's not massive, it should be more than fine, but the challenge, of course, is you've very high ground in front of you, meaning that you kind of have to nail it. You have to kind of nail this one, right? Otherwise, you know, you'll be one with the mountain for the wrong reasons. Yeah, right. You know, In a Boxman is here. Good to see you. Frankenstein. Steiny, welcome aboard. Can I fly the A10? So this is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Ashley Nelson, we have one rule and one rule only. Don't be an idiot. We can see your comments. Thank you very much. But can we fly the A10? possibly, but not tonight. So tonight we have kind of like a planned flight. You're welcome to join in if you'd like, but yeah, I'll see your messages. Yeah, you know, you don't need to keep, well, sometimes you do, to be fair. I am a bit thick and slow. Do you know, what was our one stop? First stop is going to be Whiskey Mike, Kilo Mike. It's about 70 miles away from the airport. So when we're doing this, lads, we all have to, don't go for this runway. Don't go for 02, go for 20. That is the approach. It's in over the beach and there's trees and it's a challenge, right? So that's the way we need to get in, and then just check, obviously, your braking and whatnot. You don't have to fly the DC-6 on this. I'm flying it, but you guys are free to fly any aircraft you like, as we always do. It's entirely up to yourselves, so be sure to give that a blast. Finally, then, it's a look at, say, intentions. This is our groupie flight. We'll give this a quick refresh. So all our information is here. I share these flights every week. So when we put out our schedule, I go in the background and I start building up all the groupie flights. It's there if you want it. It's not compulsory. I really like using groupie because it gives us the opportunity to have voice-to-voice communication. And indeed, if you want to start practicing for a little bit of ATC, this is a great way to do it. Plus, if you just want to chat to your mates, right? How this works is you connect using the Say Intentions app. This is free. So all you need to do is make a free account with Say Intentions. You get a free 24-hour trial to Say Intentions. But even after the fact, with an expired account, you can still use this. You can still use voice communication between person to person. You just don't have ATC. It's just person to person, i.e. us. Right. So you'll see what the crack is, where we're flying, right? And it'll give you all the details from the schedule, what time we're expected off the blocks, the route, suggested altitude, how long it should take us, and then who's here. All right. So, yeah, again, it's important. Make sure you set up your audio correctly. We don't want someone transmitting on a hot mic. What will happen is you'll be removed from the flight until you join again and fix it. Right? So if you're unsure how to do it, you'll find those settings in the Say Intentions app. It'll ask you under audio, what is your push to talk? Think of a walkie-talkie. You have to press the button and speak, then let go of the button. All right? So we'll see what the crack is here now. So with that said, friends, here we are with our beloved DC-6. We've done some treks with this gadget already. She's turned out quite well. Now, this part of the world, its time is very different than ours. So I'm going to show you the spiel. The time is set local 0814. I left it on live weather, but we're in the future. So it's 0814 in the morning. That's what I have my sim time settings to. You're more than welcome to fly with that and you'd like yourself, but that's what I'm using. All right. So into the aircraft we go. Right. Turn up a bit of volume here now. But yes, who be this now? Planes, good to see you. Is it Moose Planes? Welcome in. So everything should be up and running. We're going to go ahead and bring up some Say Intentions now. We'll launch the app. And we'll do a quick radio check with everyone just to make sure our comms are working okay. And then we'll take it from there. What is that? Jalagod, are you in the Connie by any chance? The model matching, or not the model matching, do you hear me? The LOD on the Connie, I was talking to Red Wing. They're aware of it. They want to try and fix it. It's shocking. Look. Beautiful, beautiful plane. But the LOD is horrendous. It's just horrendously bad, right? So we'll try and figure that one out. But just in case you're wondering what's going on, it's just the way the aircraft is, you know. Okay, so Say Intentions. Come hither, please. Go. And we're going to tune into the group, which is 123.45. You don't need to have... Muez is how you pronounce it. So, Muez Planes. Welcome in. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, I butcher everyone's name really, really bad. So I don't mean to, you know, but you're very welcome in. Jalagod, you're in a DC-6. Okay, model matching is on fire. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to tune this into this frequency. We don't need the aircraft power on, and we shall see what happens. There's a bit of noise. Group, how are you? This is Murph Radio Check.
5x5, Murph. 5x5, Big Egypt.
Jesus, who let you on this? That sounded like Gibbo.
Your face.
Brilliant. For crying out loud. What's the capacity of Croke Park? What can Croker hold, lads? It's about 60, 70? It could be as high as 80. Do you know? Brilliant. 85, Jesus. Do you see about Sim Expo in Birmingham in January? What? There's a Sim Expo in Birmingham in January. Oh, bloody hell. Right, anyway, we'll have to find out more about that, Ready. That's going to be interesting. Okay, aircraft. Good to see a DC-6. We'll double check with our ground connections. Alright, Kanzui, look, 51 months. Holy, easily the longest sub anniversary even for me. I really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very, very much indeed for 51 months. Legend. Thank you very much indeed, bud. Yeah, it's from the Geneseo Air Show. Right. Get the cabin stairs and all the jazz closed with the aircraft. And while it's doing that, we're going to release the control lock, the big red switch. That gives us, we can move things now. So we're going to start off setting up the aircraft. Fuel tanks will all go to their main tanks, 4 all the way forward, right? Our prop mixture is this white handle. Make sure that's fully forward. Don't worry about the lean. Open and close the throttles. Make sure that they're working. Lovely. Last bit of the jigsaw is our front cabin exit. Engine stress visualizer. We'll keep an eye on this here now in a moment. Before we get going then, hydraulics are on. We need hydraulics, right? Very important, very important. It's on in the NEC for flight simming. That could be interesting. Captain Ray is here. Good to see you, Captain Ray. Welcome in, lads. So great to see so many over on the tube. Welcome in, lads. Right, so everything down here is okay. Make sure we're going to turn them all on. Now, usually you go one at a time, but for me, I'm putting them all on, right? So they're all on, ready to rock. Fuel dump controls, it's modelled on the aircraft. We don't need it for the moment. And then we've emergency hydraulics there, also modelled in the aircraft. We don't need it. We are going to focus on our circuit breakers on the back panel behind us, right? If you look at the sheer amount of these, we're looking for anything in the down position because these sometimes have a mind of their own. And if you mishandle or mistreat the aircraft, well, you can blow a circuit. So we're making sure everything's in the up position. There's 2 or 3 not modelled. You'll see that when you mouse over them, you can't do anything, right? But for the vast majority, they're all where they need to be. So to our overhead, right? This is all our overhead. We're going to start off with the battery. So it's asking us over here. This is our first bit of contact. Plane battery or ground power. We want ground power, which is connected, and we're going to activate it. So we should have aircraft sounds starting to come up here now in a minute. While we're waiting for that, we'll also get the inverters and our engine instruments turned on. And then we can go ahead, get some lights turned on, just to make things a little bit brighter in here as well. That's all looking good to me. Quick scroll down, make sure that our feather are pulled back. We don't have a feather. We can read now all our fuel quantities in our main and auxiliary tanks. That's what we want. We also want to open up the cowl flaps. I have a button bound for all of these, or you can do them individually. Open all of those, right? Left hand side, that'll be after engine startup. That's where we can turn on our pitot and all this kind of jazz, all right? Have I ever flown on a Concorde? I haven't actually, no. Something I would have loved to have done. I've been in a Concorde, never flown it. Never flown it. Right, so we're going to get this machine started up here. Are we ready, sports fans? So we're going to go with engine 3. So we're going to put the booster pumps on. Engine selector to number 3. Mags can come on. And then we'll give it a blast as we go to start her up.
3, 6, 9.
Prime, boost, out the window.
12.
Keep an eye. Lovely. Is it me or are those sounds a little bit quiet? Standby 1. My engine sounds are very low, aren't they? The sim is on full whack though. Yeah, sounds are quiet, aren't they? Right, stand by. How do I fix that? Hold it. So if I go to line in, real EQ. Is that a little bit better? I don't know why it's so quiet, but listen, we'll go with it. Right, that's better. Okay, so engine 3 is up and running. Let's go up on top and confirm. So we're going to say booster pump off, generator 3 coming on. Next up is going to be engine 4. Engine 4, and we'll hit the button here. And let's give it a start.
3,
Put on your booster pump as well. Yeah,
6,
both it.
9, 12,
Right hand side. There's a good start. We monitor the RPM on both engines. They take a few minutes to kind of settle, right? We need it louder. We can almost hear you. If you leave the wing lights on for a long time, you can catch fire. Not simulated, but it's in the manual. Yeah, I saw that, Larry. They have to be extended. Mad, isn't it? Right, Gen 4 coming online. So next up is going to be engine 1. Engine selector to engine 1. Booster pump engine 1. And we'll give it a blast. One fly air. Good to see you, bud.
6,
Homewrecker is not seeing anyone in the game.
12,
Go into your in-sim settings and make sure multiplayer is turned on inside the sim, and also your main menu is set to all players. Alright, we're getting louder now. This is exactly what we want. Generator engine 4 is now online. Booster pumps off. Engine 2 is our last port of call. Mags coming on. Engine selector number 2. And let's go ahead and start this one.
3,
You installed Flow Pro. This happened the last time. Really?
9, 12,
Look at that beautiful propeller doing propeller things. Isn't it only gorgeous? Loads of smoke as well. Alright, generator 3 coming on. Fuel booster off. Engine selector off. Oh, steady. We lost number 2. Let's try that again. We lost number 2.
6, 9,
It's all to do with the timings
12,
of the prop kind of getting around. So many revolutions, then you'd enter a different stage. So you do 12 revolutions of the prop. It's actually similar to the DC-3. Right, she's running as rough can get. Oil temperature engine 2 is off the friggin' scale. What's wrong with engine 2, lads? We're going to break this before we even get going. Engine 2 is not liking life at all. Alright, let's figure it out. Generator, starter off, booster pumps off. Right, they're all running a little bit hot, so let's ease them back. I'm not happy with engine 2 at all. Let's double check. Mixture's good. Carb is okay. Cylinder heads are okay. Oil pressure is okay-ish. Temperature, not good. Number 2 is very low on oil temp. Yet we have pressure. Alright, we'll fix this one. Let's run her a little bit warm for a minute. And we're just going to let this guy creep up a bit. Because it is not enjoying life at the moment. Alright, it's getting better. How old is this plane that you're flying? It was a product of the Jesus. It was a product of the 1940s. But yeah, you should fly the DC-6 into Bantry. That's actually a good shout. Okay, let's just double check number 2 there. Cylinder head temperature's looking better. Oil temperature is definitely looking better. And oil pressure is where it needs to be. Alright, that'll work. Ease them back. Let's go ahead and get some avionics turned on. Alright, acquiring our sat lights. We'll go ahead and turn on our lights now. And we continue on with our flows. Scoop coming on. We shouldn't need pitot heat. Radar dome. It's not cold enough. So this is all looking good. Flaps are going to set for 20. That's 3 clicks. So there's up 10, 15 and 20. And hydraulics are doing what they need to do. And I think we're looking good. Traffic. Firefly 235, DC-6 over at the ramp. We're going to be taxiing for runway 33, departure to the south. Traffic. Now that's going to be loud, so I need to turn that ticket down. Call is 70. You can hear the squelch there, lads, yeah? Who am I? This is Murph. Radio check.
555.
Someone else say hello. Time check.
Hello, hello. 502 here. Radio check. Radio check.
That's perfect. Thanks, lads. 0827. 0827. Perfect for radio, yeah. We're sounding good. Excellent. Right, lads, I think we're good now. If you're happy, then I'm happy. Off the brakes. Let's go back from the ground to plane power. There we did. I did that wrong, but we're okay. And drive it on. Always the consummate perfection. Flying tonight. Thank you very, very much. Alright, the brakes are doing brakes things. Aviation, dude, that'd be awesome. So here we have it, lads. The DC-6. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous, this thing? Oh, Jesus, there's traffic. Don't panic. Don't panic at all. Oh, she's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Love this machine. Got a Transall with us. Oh, look at that, you're letting us go. Who's the lovely person? Fibro, you're very good. Alright. Keep taxi. Oh, look at this. The amount of us here, lads. This is brilliant. What are y'all flying now? Put it in the chat, because we can't trust the model matching. It's completely shagged. Ready? You can drop it into the Bremen bar, and I'll go off then and make an event channel for it. DC-6, King Air, Turbo Duke, Transall. Oh, we got some really nice aircraft here. Right, runway 33, we're going to hang it right down here, lads. TBM C90, PC-12.
Approaching runway 33.
Easy now. Big Al is flying the bed. Good to see you, Al. Hope you're well, bud. The right flyer. Just Roy is flying in the right flyer. But I can tell you what Mrs. TPHI isn't flying. Isn't that right, Mrs. TPHI, huh? Yes, Miranda is working on home wreckers in the longitude, visualising a C-160. Now, lads, I'm going to turn on my aircon. And if I did science correctly, this shouldn't make much of a impact on our sound. A320, because I'm on the ground. Stu, just don't be encouraging her, you know what I mean? Look at the size comparison between us and the little Defender, look. Jesus. The rookie captain, welcome in. You made a balls of it, Stu. You made a fool out of me, and you made... Look, remember I told you about the Connie, look? There's no wings. Oh, it looks like a John... Well, I'm not going to tell you. Mrs. GPHI, say nothing. Jesus, Murphy, what are you turning here? A freaking tractor? Almost forgot that this emote exists. That's when we did the incredible DC-6 fight with 2 cats. Do you remember that? That was awesome. Alright, friends. Traffic, Firefly 235, DC-6, taking off runway 33, departure to the east and then south. Traffic. Alright, power coming in. We're going to hold 30 inches of manifold pressure.
3 remaining. 1,900
Engine stable.
feet.
Power coming in. Off the brakes. Let's go flying. Easy now. Airspeed alive. You have me now. Brilliant home record. Good man yourself. Alright, speed's looking good. There's 80. We're rocking and rolling here. 100. 110, we're getting height. Yep, see daisy. Epic flyby. Yes, as we roar into the sky. Gear up. Small bit of back pressure. About 1,000 feet a minute is more than enough for this airplane. Start bringing those flaps in. And we're going to start easing back both a bit of manifold pressure and our RPM. That's going to help our speed pick up. We're still climbing here. Very shallow. I want the speed above 140. There she goes. Bit of trim. Now cowl flaps bring it back to climb. And all should be well. Multiplayer on the frame hit. Gibbo, nuts, right? Nuts. So what I've done, inside the Sims setting for multiplayer, I've dialed it down. Traffic variety is on medium and traffic volume is at high. Massive impact, buddy. Massive. So you're restricting what the sim can load. Cold in Minnesota, good to see you. I go to 500 level off and then pickup speed. Yeah, either or. 140 is kind of the magic number in this thing. Like, we're climbing like an absolute champ here now. Beautiful views, kind of foggy look. Misty. That's gorgeous, man. So we're over pretty much Kuala Lumpur. We're just going to keep, just keep climbing here now. We'll turn on some flow there for home record. That should tell you, or show you at least what we're doing, where we're doing. That's if we're doing anything at all. Depends on the weight, yeah, 100%. Is closed captioning no longer available? No. Should be. Is it completely missing for you, Soaring AJ? Okay, let's give it a moment. Do a refresh. Try now, lads. It's been missing for the last 2 streams. You don't have it? Hang on. It says it's on. Current system, mic. It's on. I see the words now. Okay, just do. Right, do a refresh. So, I wonder how accurate it's going to be. She said. No wait. She sells seashells by the seashore. It's back now. Right. Maybe I had something turned off. Muse fan, look what you did. Right. Nice climb here. Easy now. Now we don't need a lot of altitude. I'm going to call this one 4,500 feet. Let's go to our autopilot. Gyro pilot, on, up, heading, and then lock the altitude to 4,500 feet. Give it a moment. Still climbing. Oopsie daisy. And lock. Altitude will hold. And we're going to start a right-hand turn. Liaz Leard Locken Open and Langa Lindelan. Yes. What overhead panel would be worth getting, says Kieran Nile. Oh, the Rosefire stuff is really good. And it's available fairly now, right? But that wind control one looked friggin' sick. I gotta say, the wind control looked awesome. Okay, this is turning out rather nicely. So what we're going to do now, lads, if you are flying along with us, if you're on console, be it the PlayStation or on Xbox, go ahead and press 1. PC pilots, it's number 2. If you're using, say, Intentions, it's number 3. And for anyone else who thinks that that was all Muse's fault, nothing to do with Murphy at all, which you go ahead and press number 4. Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream Monday to Friday, 1900 Zulu time. Jesus, don't it sound lovely? 1900 Zulu time, right here. Wait, what? What is this? This is the closed captioning? Oh, the disturbing is that neither of them, I say, sell, and in our lives outside, unless as manager of the Soviet space station or... Technology 1, Murphy 0. Ah, Jesus, that's absolutely... Isn't that terrible, isn't it? You see, that's what happens when we try to trust technology. In technology we trust, and it makes a balls of it. Anyway, groupie does not do labels, unfortunately. It is not a groupie limitation. It is a limitation, unfortunately, of the sim. We have asked terribly nicely for them to turn it on. It just hasn't happened yet. Right, we're now in the soup, and if you look to our right, you'll see even more cloud. Yeah, brilliant. You know, you're leaving it on for the giggles. Yeah. This Murphy fella, literally, what is he talks some amount, doesn't he? Any inspiration? Oh, look at this. There's a Gibbo! Go on, you Tivoli. Gibbo Ireland is flying in a Phenom. You finally got the shagging thing as well. Gibbo, isn't it only deadly, isn't it? Isn't it, though? You see, if you make an FBO, I can come over and visit. Riot. Cow flaps. Into cruise. And then we need to calm the engines down completely. Easy now, Jemima. Carb temperature, right? Up the hill these lads go. Oh, Jesus. Not too much now, Murph. Don't break the plane. I'd say there. That's always going to be a good start, isn't it? Now we inspect the movement of the needles. Number 1 is going up like an absolute rocket ship and holding a 30. Let's see what 2 does. I'm not entirely happy with 2. Yeah, I knew that'd be lower. Okay, so 1 is running harder than the rest of them. Why is that now? There's another system that runs off engine 1. We'll bring him down a smidgen. And that should be... sure. Any better wouldn't do. And our little computer is happy about everything. Murph, these flow settings, can you save those to Discord, I think? Us noobs can download them. I don't think it works that well. I can, right? But I think the best way to do this, lads, if you'd like, I'll plan a stream where, you know, it's just going to be me talking all sorts of yap, right? Keep an eye on that number 2 engine gauge. It's running a little hot. Is that what it said? Is that what I said? What I'll do, I might sit down one day, if you'd like. Let me know if this is something that you'd appreciate. I'll go through all of my settings. All of them. Me flow. I'll go through my chase plane. Right? My sim settings. NVIDIA settings. I'll go through the whole shebang, if you'd like. But we need to plan that for the day that it's just total chill. And there's not much flying. You know what I mean? Like, I could make... How about a Sunday stream? Yeah, I can do a Sunday week. I kind of do a Sunday week. I'll see. It might be, I'm not around, no, it should do enough home record. They haven't changed flow for much. Oh, it's from airplane, and then it shows the annunciator beside the gauge saying a little hot. Oh, very good. I just do is a little hot. Very good, Muse. Can you share your AB6 profiles? Yeah, I can do all that. I had them somewhere. I don't know where they were. But effectively, what I use Flow Pro for, I have a number of pages that I'm always using. So the first page you see on the wheel, I'm always using this. Second page, little bit. That's for chase plane and a few other bits and bobs. Third page, I don't really use. Altimeter giving you a wrong barrow. Barrow Gibbo is 29er 86 85 29er 85. What do you have B bound to? Set altimeter keeps giving me the wrong barrow. B. I've B. Hang on. Are you looking for the actual command, Gibbo? Set altimeter. Same one, bud. Set altimeter B. That's what I'm using. Now, we're kind of just flying over, as I said, Kuala Lumpur here. We're heading towards the main international airport, or at least the new one. But we need a small course correction here. Down on the left hand, it's going to bring us on a course heading of roughly 141 degrees. And as I said, we're going to head down to our first stop of the night. Because I hope this weather doesn't continue. We need it to be relatively clear into this mad airport we're going, you know? Muse, that's brilliant. I need to get one of those. Default altimeter, I think, sets... I think it's set to comma unless you change it. Yeah. Okay, but what are you using for live weather? Is she default? Jesus, look at the clouds we have, lads. Loads and loads of clouds. To make our first stop relatively challenging. Yes, a little bit challenging. But we'll see how we go. Also, oh yeah, Cyrus updated this, look. Oh, good. You're a legend, Cyrus. A legend. That's so funny. I can't get it off my screen. Oh, wait, there it is. This one here, lads. This aircraft has just been updated and it is available now over on the website. Where the hell is it? I just saved it. And now it's lost. I wonder where it saved that to. Save image. Downloads. Oh, it's there. Okay, so why isn't it showing? Stupid thing. Aha. Check it out. Live weather, actually 29er 85 there, but B doesn't do it for me. Interesting. I wonder, is it for the aircraft? So the livery that we have with the DC-6, which is absolutely beautiful. Cyrus also made one for the DC-3, and this has now just been updated for flights in 2024. It's available right now over on our website. And we're going to be flying the DC-3 with this livery soon. Isn't it gorgeous? It's gorgeous. And if you don't think so, into the bold corner. Bypass the cold step. There was 2 set altimeters under controls. Mad Ted. Jeez. But yeah, so we're going to be flying in the DC-3 soon. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Alright, we're doing well here. Bold corner and mode. Yeah. So this, I need a Cyrus, a bold corner, a pink... And there was something else. I need to look at the beautiful clouds here, lads. This is stunning, look. Jesus. Absolutely stunning. Here's everyone flying with us. Although my model matching is a little bit worse for the wear. It's kind of working, but you know. Bedrock, good to see you. Clipped and great bunch of lads. Oh yeah, we need them as well. Yeah. I wonder, is that for the aircraft specifically, Gibbo? There's 2. It has a... Do you know the way that we've seen this with the Dauphin? Wait, what? You have 2 of them. Oh, that could be it could be airplane specific. I've seen that. What are you asking me for? You need a what? Works best with... Hang on a second now. You're a right bunch of funny old devils, aren't yous? Yeah. Look at yous pressing the shag off. There's me actually concerned about what was happening. No, it's too late. You can all shag off now. That's it. You broke it. The cog turns slowly, but then they turn. Do you know what? You can all shag off. Yeah. All thought you were being so feckin' smart. Yeah. Right bunch of lads now, you lot. Anyway. What happens here? Easy now. I don't even know what these are going to be playing. Right now. I mean, that kind of works. Oh, wait. I've pressed the button twice. Muse, which one did you want? I clicked off it. Twisted Sister. Wait, whoa, hang on. Wait. Where is it? There you go, Muse fan. Just for you. This is very, very nice looking, I have to say. It is absolutely gorgeous. Beyond the realms of deadly. Let's bring in our check-in map. Hey, Heisenberg! Good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Epic Fool, good to see you. So we have 49 pilots and 47 cities across 14 countries, ladies and gentlemen. This works on YouTube and indeed on Twitch. ! Check in will check you in, and you'll appear on the map, the thing where we all live. Excellent. I wonder where Idle Cutoff is tonight. Tonight, Murphy, I'm in Spain. Huh? Isn't that deadly, isn't it? Isn't it hard to kind of realise 55 cities spread across 16 countries is our lot. Isn't that amazing when you think about it? I'm sure we'll eventually get it that it doesn't matter what it doesn't matter where you go, there'll be a Firefly somewhere. You didn't check in, Mr. TPHI, but you've seen a pink plane. $43402. That's somewhere interesting.
Jesus.
There we go. All alone in Brazil? You're not alone. We're all there with you, man. That's insane. I love seeing that. Absolutely love seeing that. Right, we're doing well. Clouds are starting to... Good luck to you, look. Beautiful. He's in Moscow. Are we not landing? We are, Gibbo. Are you there already? How'd you get down there so quick? Be the Janie then. Be the Janie. Yeah, thanks, Tiny. I like the way you kind of paused and then continued, you know. You need to update your Jean Lesage flight. CYQB, not CYHZ. You landed in KL for the crack, like. So that, yeah, I need to double check that flight on Thursday. Have I the wrong details put in? Hang on, where's Discord? CYHZ, yeah, wrong details. Yeah, I blame Naughty Gnome. CYHZ is Halifax. Roger, I shall fix it. I'm going on 2 hours sleep, watching Murph to try and stay awake. Not sure this is going to work. I'll play music now that'll get you going. Yeah, we're not going to Quebec. For crying out loud. I was looking forward to going to Quebec. I do remember not, him saying something about that, and I was like, yeah, it should be grand. And then, on the agenda this week, get my LRM thingy sorted, get me flow sorted, and annoy Murph for a Firefly Air call sign. Firefly Bijani. It'd be too long a fly. Getting all the cables marked for a great setup tomorrow. That and figuring out where everything is going. Trying to figure out the placement of new kit. Ooh, Scott, interesting. Yeah, it'd be a long out flight. Yeah, I better check it so. Airplane is absolutely happy as a pig in the proverbial. We have beautiful scenery. It's now turned into a gorgeous day. And we're about to ramble in for our first stop of the night down into a place called Malacca. It's going to be runway 21 for our approach here. So what we're going to do, we're going to come off the autopilot. We're going to disengage. Button, button, and button. We have control of the aircraft. We're going to ease off some of that power. And a small little bit of a left turn. We're going to be entering on the right downwind. And we'll just slowly bring it down. Quite interested to see what the A2A 172 could be like. It'll be excellent. Kanzui says, I saw your notification about notifications earlier through the notification. I like the notification approach for notifications so we don't get notified by so many notifications. Right? Brilliant. It's all about making sure that you lads, you're getting the best possible experience I can give. That's what I strive for, within reason. Murph, take off your short. No, yeah, right. It's called notifiception. Yeah. Consider yourself notified. Indeed. Mrs. GPHI, right? Alright, we're looking good here, friends. As we ramble in, our speed is fairly lively at the moment. We're actually going to be entering right base, so let's go with a right base. We're too far kind of north to come in at the downwind. Murph, is your plan for Thursday the file I sent you or something new? The file you sent me, Epic, I'm going to give that a blast on Thursday. We're going to do a bit of on-air, then I want to have a look at that one, if that's alright. I was collecting them like Twitch points. Think of over 100 now, which also means I don't read them. What, the notifications? Alright, let's ease off some of this power. We'll spin around this way. Nice and easy. Was going to build something new this evening if needed. Dude, whatever's better for you, man. I haven't tried it yet, so it doesn't matter which one. I'm going to need a crash course as well, Alright, speed is starting to come down nicely. Once we get under about 150 knots, we can start deploying some flaps here. Well, in fact, once we get below 160 knots, we can go for some flaps. I think I'm getting notified by everything, and I like to keep it that way. You can keep it that way, Hermit. Just make sure you click on the new rolls. I'll show you how to do that when we land if you're not sure. You know who we haven't heard from in a while? That auction guy. Right there. Right here. Oh, he's there. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that.
That's right, friends. Look at this car right here.
Alright, speed's looking good. 1 knots of flaps coming in. You're on a mobile? Alrighty. Jeez, this is beautiful out here, lads, isn't it? Speed coming down nicely. Let's have the gear. Watch your power settings now, because the gear on this plane absolutely adds drag like you've never seen. Savage. Savage. And traffic, Firefly 235, DC-6 inbound, 6 mile final runway 21, full stop, traffic. The captions are funny. Suddenly Murphy's talking about his great father from the Netherlands building a house. Do we need those captions on if they're going to be completely wrong? I don't, like, I'm easy, but like, I will leave them on, I suppose. Alright, continue with some flaps. Get that prop full. Okay, we might have been a little bit more than 6 miles. Should be grand. I remember watching the video during one of your streams some time ago. That was so funny, wasn't it?
Now, you could push it in. You could pull it in. Or tow it in. Right here.
Leave them on for entertainment purposes. Okay, Malky, you betcha. The captions are certainly funny. So that's only for Twitch. I think on YouTube you get captions anyway, and they're way more accurate. Do you know? And there's no way I can teach this thing like yeah, right. Anyway, we're landing. Why don't I have 3 greens? Shouldn't I have 3 greens? Interesting. No worries on the show me how. I just screenshot the time so I can go back in the PC. Yeah. No, I'll show you now. I'll show you now. I have a possible solution, Murph, if you want to look into it. Go ahead. It's a Twitch plugin. Now, it can add to what the computer is doing, right? Because it's like beta. But we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Flaps at 30. We're a little bit faster, a little bit high. I don't really mind that.
Runway 21. Caution, caution.
We can correct all of this as we kind of ramble in a little bit closer. So, our first stop of the night, this is just kind of like a nice practice landing. Get ourselves in the zone. That's what it's all about. Pardon me, because, well, we'll see the crack in Tioman here now in a bit. Or Tioman. Energy management is everything when you're landing. That'll dictate everything else that you're doing. Your height, your attitude. It's all about engine or power management, more so. So we're doing about 105, 106 knots. We're looking fairly decent. Power setting is good. Landing gear is set. Flaps are 30. We could go more on the flaps. I don't think I need it. We're fairly controlled here now. Maple Leaf, good to see you, bud. Welcome aboard. Just going to ease off the power settings as we start getting a little bit closer to the ground. We'll see how we get on here now. Speed is still good. We're eyeing up that center line. We have our aiming point, and then we have our touchdown zone. Never worry too much about, you know, a gentle landing. Accuracy first. Always accuracy first. Alright, power to idle. Watch the flare. Hold. Back wheels down. 101 will do her. Watch that nose. There she goes. Into beta. And there's a decel. 60 knots. Out of beta. Manual braking. Flaps coming in. And we'll exit the runway here to our left hand side. Out for some lunch. Ooh. I can imagine the captions are going to, yeah, look at, we've no idea what this siege is on about, but it's the best we've got. Yeah. No stutters. It's the settings I've changed in the sim, you know. It just seems to be behaving a lot better. I'll show you what I've done for my settings as well, lads. Is the beta like reversers? Yeah, pretty much. So basically what the beta does, it angles your propellers, right? So your propellers are, that's why they, you know, when they talk about like a variable prop or a fixed prop, right? The angle of the propeller, I'll show you all this now. Well, I can't, they're moving. The propeller shares the same shape, wing shape, if you like, when you look at it, right? So they're designed to be cutting into the wind. Naturally, you cut through the wind, right? In a pull configuration. So the propellers are pulling it into the wind. That's how the angle of the propeller. And when you have a prop lever, that will adjust the angle of the propeller based on your speed, and then you can get faster and all this kind of stuff. When you use beta, when you deploy beta, it actually turns the propeller angle the opposite direction. So instead of trying to pull you into the air, it's now actively pushing you away from the air, or away from forward. It's pushing you away from your forward momentum. It's very good. Something just unplugged, I don't know what it was. Everything seems to be working. So I got to disconnect with something. What was that off? We'll figure that one out in a minute. YouTube said captions unavailable on your stream. What? Shouldn't be. Hang on, soaring AJ. Take off backwards, maybe. Right, we'll sit tight here for a minute. We're going to keep the RPM about 1,000, right? Let's have a look here. So YouTube captions. Why is that now? Ah. It doesn't want captions because it's 4K. So I would need to change the latency of the stream. But to be honest, on YouTube, I really don't want to do that, lads, because that'll, like, instead of being a couple of seconds behind, it could be minutes behind, you know? So yeah, we'll try not to worry about that too much. Anyway, what have I to do? I need to show you stuff. The first one I'm going to show you, settings for multiplayer. I've been using these, and I think they're working really well. Now, it's not going to help with your model matching, but in terms of performance, I think this is a huge thing. If you go to your aircraft traffic quantity, I left that on high, but the aircraft traffic variety, I've turned it on to medium. And this has, well, at least tonight, not a single stutter has been seen. Right? So I turned this on yesterday. It went very well yesterday, and it's working very well tonight. So they're the two changes that I've made. All right, they're the two changes. So aircraft traffic quantity is high, and the variety is set to medium. And when you read it, it says, look, it's going to give you 10 models for multiplayer, which when we're doing these flights, you would assume that there's going to be roughly 10 different variants of aircraft that we're flying. If we go for like high, that pushes it up to 30. And I think that's what's really tripping up performance. It's just loading in too many shagging planes. So we'll see, we'll touch wood and see if that's going to do it, right? That's going to do it. Now, what was the other thing I say I do when we landed? Was it for Hermit? Oh yeah. So Hermit, right? This is important. Over on Discord, right? So what we've done on Discord, lads, Heisenberg, safe travels, bud. What we've done on Discord, there's new roles now. And you need to be aware of this, because instead of getting like multiple alerts or pings, it was driving people friggin' nuts, right? So in rather than getting loads of them, I put out an announcement today. Ironically, it had to ping everyone. But if you come up here on Discord, see where it says channels and roles? Go into channels and roles and just scroll down to where it says, what would you like us to notify you about? And it's in here. We've 6 at the moment. We can add to this later on. There's 6 in here at the moment. And if you click on this, it means you'll get that alert, as in you get the notification, the bell. It'll give you a push alert if you have that turned on. So we have live alerts. Basically, when I turn on start broadcast on OBS, that automatically gives you an alert. Hello there. Right? A fluffy rabbit, welcome in. I'll also use live alerts for maybe a schedule or an update, right? Firefly Air alerts. This is everything to do with Firefly Air, NODAMs, updates, deliveries, and so on. VATSIM, everything to do with VATSIM, with our VATSIM group flights, and also updates for events. Trucking alerts are for the truckers. Meetup alerts if we're doing anything in the real world. And we'll make an announcement for those who are interested. And then the birthday alerts as well. Now, I was thinking long and hard about the birthday alerts. I just think it's a nice community thing. We're all involved and wish someone a happy birthday. But I also know some people couldn't be arsed. So it's up to you if you want to have that there. All right. So it's a start of it, right? Let's see how this one goes for a while. And as always, lads, your feedback, I mightn't act on everything, but I'd certainly read everything and I go through it. And the alerts have cropped up a couple of times before. I know it was mentioned there the other day by Full of Beans, because you know he was getting 4 alerts. I was like, what 4 alerts? And it was like, yeah, Murph, Discord, Twitch, and you get 2 on YouTube. I was like, Jesus, I can't do anything for Twitch or YouTube. That's up to you if you want to click the bell or, you know, get notified. Discord I can do. All right. Only saw a screenshot of the thingamabob earlier. Okay, well, hopefully that'll help. Settings on Discord, instead of doing a VT, perhaps update the Discord post and let us know. What? I was looking in settings on Discord instead of doing a VT. What do you mean, Homewrecker? So when say intentions don't have delivery, you don't see the plane like yours. So there's a bit of work needed with say intentions with model matching, right? For instance, I can change models around, right? But it's kind of experimental. It's still being built at the minute, because the idea being is, hey, is there a way that we can control what models we see? And the short answer is, well, yes. Very short answer, yes, right? But it's not as straightforward as that. So let me see. Is there say intentions aircraft loaded in? I imagine there is. I can't see them, but I imagine they're there. And similar to what we had with Join FS, you can actually go into the model replacer and you can replace what a model looks like, right? It's turned off at the minute. I imagine they're working on it still. I can't show you, but short answer is, yeah, they're working on a gadget to fix, or not to fix, they're working on a gadget to make it better, right? Technically for YouTube, because you get 30 minutes. Oh yeah, you get 30 minutes as well. Yeah, so I don't know what we can do about that, lads, but at least with Discord we can control, do you know? So we'll see what the crack is. Right, traffic, Firefly 235, DC-6, we're going to be taking off runway 21, departure to the southeast. Traffic. But yeah, so the model matching lookup tables and say intentions are better, but liveries always throws the thing off, you know. Again, I think the only way they're going to solve this properly is do what they did in the likes of whatchamacallit, iRacing. You'd have a program that lives on your computer, an app, and that's like connected directly to a server, and any livery that's uploaded to the server can then be shown. So if you have a custom livery, everyone has access to said custom livery. We're just not there yet. You know, we're just not there yet. Right, are we ready, sports fans? There is an Inside Sim Help Support Discord channel. There are settings of what you use. I'm suggesting updating those. Is for flow. So my settings, they're fairly up to date, I thought. So if you go into Murph's settings, right? 2024 March, let's see. 2020 I'm just not using. Reshade is there. Okay, right. For flow, right. I don't think I have them for flow. But yeah, I think the best thing to do there, Homewrecker, is just do a video on it. As soon as you type it, it's out of date. Or I say a video, we'll just do a stream. As soon as you type it, it's out of date. Do you know what I mean? Right. Power coming in. Up to 30 inches. Easy now. Used to do loads of painting for iRacing. Quite fun. Should still be on Trading Paints. Trading Paints is the one, yeah. Alright. Power in. Let's go flying. We'll go without cowl flaps. Let's see what happens here. Takeoff power set. Airspeed alive. 80 knots. Jesus. The runway's a little bit shorter than I remembered. Should be alright, lads. Say nothing. 100 knots. Yupsie daisy. And away we go. Still a bit sad we need to rely on the party devs to fix model and livery matching. Yeah. Citizen 4-2, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad. Alright, decent climb. Flaps in. And there's 140 rolling left. And we're looking good, we're looking good. It's all coming together now. Nice part of the world, isn't it? Ah, yes. All right, down the coast we go. Now, we're not planning to stop at the next waypoint. Our next landing is going to be Whiskey India Delta Delta, lads. But we should be good. All right. Nice machine, isn't it? Next waypoint, it's a former RAF base. No way, really? Alrighty. Let's go back to our altitude. Autopilot. And we'll try and climb here now a little bit. Easy. That's better. Does anyone know if the Microsoft Flight Sim livery templates are similar to iRacing? Nah. And do you know what, Andy? They change from aircraft to aircraft. Some are grand, some are nuts, some aren't, you know. Saw you 120s here, good to see you. Do you like me new Fuga XXL, right? Frank. Yeah, it's a pain. We're years waiting for proper model matching. Years. There goes Shanks. There's a Gibbo. He's 2 aircraft drawn, but sure, it's still a Gibbo. Go on, Gibbo. Slow down there, you know, at the speed you're flying at. The flight sim ones could be a few hundred, yeah. Alright, small little left turn. Gibbo, how are you?
There, Murph, would you?
Are you liking the jet now? You know, is it better than you expected, or is it as what you've expected based on the reviews and coverage and whatnot?
I was afraid that it was going to be overhyped, quite honestly. As you know, I've kind of held off on it a bit, but it is absolutely worth every penny. And I'm surprised it doesn't have a reverse thrust. But other than that, there's a lot to learn. I haven't got my head around trims yet, and mapping various hardware, but it's absolutely fantastic.
Deadly. Delighted to hear. Yeah, it's weird. There's no reverses built onto her, and an auto throttle will come at some stage. But yeah, are you using the latest one, as in the new flight model, or the old flight model?
Oh, I haven't played with it. Is that in the EFB? Is there different settings there I need to look at?
No, I think it's on the when you go to select the aircraft, I think it shows on the livery new flight model or old or something. I haven't played it right now. I'm going to fly that tomorrow night, so I'll do the proper BJanie then. But yeah, I think both variants handle a little bit differently. So I think if you struggle on the trims, you can change out the flight model.
Definitely have to play with that. You know what we do need though? A Firefly Air livery, man.
Heck yeah, 100%. I could annoy Raoul with it. Raoul, we need a favour. Oh Jesus, hang on, my cylinder head temperature and oil temperature. I know. What's going on here now, plane? We should be okay. Why are the cylinder heads hot? They shouldn't be. 2 and 4. Oil temperature is off the... Oil temperature be a little bit hot here now, lads. Well, I can only calm that down by reducing our RPM. And if I reduce my RPM, we can reduce our manifold pressure. And I would say that would be a little bit better. We'll need to monitor this. We'll need to monitor it. Firefly livery for the C8. Yes, as well, yeah. Yeah, that'd be deadly. The easy one is more forgiving. Ah, okay. Any reason why groupie sounds are coming through in slow motion and distorted? Just give it a restart, Toto. That can happen. Oil temp is still high. Well, sure, look, we can open up these fellas. See if the cowl flaps help, which they are, look. So 4 is okay. Oil temperature now. That should drop. The only way you're going to drop oil temperature is by dropping the RPM. Am I right? Right, ease off the manifold pressure. There she goes. She's happy again. You reckon taking off without cowl flaps got your temps up quickly? Yeah, probably. Cowl flaps, yeah, we're looking good now, lads. Yeah, Toto, maybe give it a restart, man. Are you using the AI add-on expansion or just the normal subscriber one? Bax Gaming, good to see you, Bax. We just departed Whiskey Mike Kilo Mike. Plane radar detects the plane, so it seems. You could turn off the engine. That'll reduce it. Thank you, Epic Fool, for your genius input once again. The man's a genius. Alright, course correction. Small right turn coming in. Alright. Yeah, so tomorrow night, we're going to be flying in the Phenom. We're going to go from Scottsdale into Las Vegas. Afterwards, we're going to do a helo flight around Las Vegas, just around the city. Wednesday, we have the news. Thursday, bit of chopper flying during the day, but I might have a new aircraft to show off as well. Thursday night, we have our VATS in flight, and then I'm away for a week. Oh no! But I'll be back the following Friday. Yeah, right. Then I'm away Saturday, and for the bit of the day, Sunday. If I'm back early enough on Sunday, there'll be streamage. But then all next week we'll push it on. Here's a question for you now, and I haven't thought what the impact might be, right? But you know the way we have Zulu time and it all changes and all this jazz, right? What would your thoughts be if we locked everything to 1900 Zulu forevermore? Or do we do you know what I mean?
Refund?
Do we kind of keep it at like a standard time? We start at 8 o'clock Irish time. We always have. It's always 8 o'clock in the evening, Irish time, English time. That, right? What if we start at 7 o'clock? Keep it as is, says Muse, right? That's it. There, you can blame Muse fan now. It's his fault, we're not changing it. Right, course correction. Don't change it, right, okay. It's down to Spain, Tarnish. I have family down in Spain. Keep it as is, right? Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. By the time the intros are over, it would have been 8 o'clock anyway. Yeah, that's true. I agree with Muse. It's now become routine. Right. I can't afford to go any earlier. Grand. Give us on to something there. Yeah. Temple Fly, thank you for 14 in a row, buddy. You can always start later, but definitely not earlier. Can't go later because it upsets the European times. It'd just be too late in the evening. Tiny hands time. Yeah. But stick to our normal times. Because the daytime, I'm really only doing the daytime on a Thursday now. I don't know. I'll see. Viper Strike. If it was that easy, sure, they'd all be doing it. Greys are looking good. Now, what I'll try and do, I might try and push out a few more streams on Sundays. I do enjoy a Sunday stream. So we'll try and play catch up with that, you know. Well, now this is pretty. The weather has turned out really well. You don't have the airport? Interesting. Visualize! Thank you very much indeed for 3 months. Cheers, buddy. Okay, you like the, Jesus. You like the weekend ones, yeah. I do like a Sunday stream. Always fun. Alright, current heading is okay. Temps and pressures are good. We're handling this at around 200 knots. Which isn't too bad. What are we now? 9:30. We're alright. We do have a bit of drag there, so I'm going to close off the cowl flaps again. And let's just keep an eye on temperatures here now. Mainly the cylinder heads. So they will creep up, but like they shouldn't get as hot as they were. Although in saying that, 2 and 4 are much hotter. Why is that? It's not like they're outer or inner engines, you know? Dan, good to see you. I hope you're well. Out of curiosity, are you looking at doing any schooling with us when it comes to the Innie Star or the Innie TriStar? Yeah. So I started a bit of that on a Thursday. We'll probably have to do more. Well, we do have to do more, you know. You get a lot of WASM crashes in the A330. Kieran, delete the WASM folder for the A330 and see if that fixes it. You know. So Dan, yeah, we did a little bit with the TriStar. I think we did 2 full streams in it, so we might do a little bit more. I have the TriStar now. Yeah, it's really good, isn't it? It's real good. Jesus! If you start... Blacks... Gene! The alerts are working! Brilliant! The alerts are finally working for Gene. That's fantastic news. He says, if you start earlier, I will stop stalking you for 1 hour. Right! It finally worked, Gene. I know what it was. I had to change over to Stream Elements because the other shagging thing was broken. Gene, thank you very much indeed for the super chat. Cheers, buddy. Now, I don't know our other alerts working on the tube. We like the music. We like the music. Citizen 42, 65 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Cheers, man. Very, very kind, sir. That was the other thing I fixed. Brilliant. Fixing things. Fantastic news. Brilliant. Oh, bloody hell. Uno momento. Gibbo. Amazing. Amazing. Fixing things only break them again. Yeah. You could also do a never-ending 24-hour stream. You could try that. I don't know how they manage doing them. I mean, I'd love to, but Jez, I don't think I could do it, you know. Tower, thank you very much indeed. Towerzilla has subscribed to the channel. That's a YouTube alert, so it worked. Brilliant. That's great news. Jesus, lads, it's Christmas. things are working and it's all getting better, and this is great. You know, brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. Dude, that's just an amazing setup now, Gibbo. Jeez, you have to share that in the group. Rudy, good to see you, buddy. Greetings from Stuttgart. Welcome aboard. Great to see you, pal. I hope you're keeping well. And you're very welcome in, Rudy. Our old name of Captain Rudiger has rambled back in. Great to see you, buddy. Let's visualize. Oh, look at this plane. I mean, this is running very well tonight. We just need to dial in some of the model matching a little bit more, but it's running very, very well. This gives me confidence. Not much confidence, mind you, but a little bit, you know yourself. How to tell... Oh, wait, now. How to tell the time, Murph style. Stream starts when the small hand reaches 12 and the even smaller hand reaches 8. Yeah, thanks, Chocks. Yeah, accurate.
Hello there.
Jesus. Salima, thank you very much indeed. Is it Salima or Salima? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I reckon now I'd actually manage to fly a DC-6. I mean, if Red Bull were ever stuck and they said, Murph, come over here, we want you to fly this DC-6, I'd be like, now listen, I reckon I'll do this, lads. And they'll say, sit down there now into the jump seat and we'll take you for a flight. And I'd be like, you mean this jump seat? Yeah, I'll jump in there. And then I'll sit down here. And then I'll do my first flight. And then, the second flight, I'll be in the captain seat. And I'll be like, see you in the jump seat. I've just put my armrest down. And I can sit like this and pretend I'm very important. You know. Still blows my mind that Two Cats taught you. I learned this from Two Cats. We blame Two Cats. Oh, here, Murph. The other crowd called Firefly operate out of Seletar. Wait. Oh, do they? You mean the actual that sunshine? Oh, Jesus. You shagged engine 2 on the very first flight. Don't be daft. There isn't a button in the EFB to reset it in the real thing. Listen. Look, engine 2 is shagged. Its cylinder head temperature's off the friggin' scale. Why is that now? Ooh. The only way to fix this is literally open up one cowl flap to about 2 degrees. The only way to fix... Oh, wait, hang on. I'm looking at the wrong engine. There, they fixed it. See? What's that smell? I'm smelling... Jesus, hang on. It's all right. A candle just was blown out. That's the handle on my chair, right? Oh Jesus! No, it wasn't. Oh Jesus! I reckon I could fly an actual DC-6. I said, but look, I was out to diagnose the problem, fix the problem, and like the engine stress visualizer, or another name for it would be the engine wellness center, is happy as a right. Very happy. Very, very, very happy. It's delighted with life. Delighted, so it is. Who was that? Ah, Jesus. Can we get a command to set off the air freshener thingy? Did you blow out a candle? Yeah, I didn't know what it was. Jesus. Right, it's okay. All is well. Nothing to worry about. Crisis over, lads. You know. What'd you say? I can't hear you. The smelling me stinky. I don't smell bad at all. I smell lovely. Why did I always have to do that? Right, I need to come up with an idea here now. Because before I was able to hear the missus, now I can't at all. How do we fix this now? I do have a second microphone over by... Look at the bruise in my arm. Look, I nearly lost my whole arm, look, with the bruise from having to get blood tests. Jesus. No, I have another microphone there. You see, if I turn that on, though... You'll be able to hear me in stereo, friends. That's right, you'll hear me... Get flat 7 up. Yeah, that'll do. Intercom, yeah. I thought he was going to say he needed to open the window. No! You just need to calm down, right? Calm down. Having the crowd. Jesus, though, look at this. Give her the button for a cow prod. Jesus, God. Did you ever get hit by one of them? Well, not a cow prod, like, they really hurt, but like a taser. Were you ever tased? This is very pretty. We're about to fly over Singapore. Shocking. Is there shocking? Yeah, you can bring it nowhere. Flat 7 up. That could go on a t-shirt as well, now that I think about it. Flat 7 up will fix anything, you know. The Irish get that more than anything. As an Irish person, the Irish mammy would give you flat 7 up, which is like Sprite. And well, you have 7 up in America. A flat 7 up to recover you, or sometimes warm 7 up, and it was still fizzy. You got a microwave sometimes, yep. That'll cure any ailment you had, you know. Climbed over an electric fence once, where it activates when both wires were touched. Yes, both wires were on the inside of my thighs. Can't believe I managed to have... Oh, Jesus, Stu. Electrifying, what? Jesus, then. There's nothing a cup of tea can't fix. I'm still kicking away. Used to get old school Lucasade before it went sporty. Yes. Yeah, Lucasade was always a thing. Jesus, look at this. Isn't this fantastic? I mean, whatever about the scenery is like in the ground, but when you get weather like this, when the whole thing starts kind of, you know what I mean? It's friggin' gorgeous. Murph's so old, no escaping the taste. Sidona. Sidona used to be deadly. Used to give me heartburn though, you know. You can still get the bright orange Lucasade. Yeah. Sidona wasn't bad. She was anti-soda, except for the 7-Up when we were sick. All my friends in the States thought it was nuts. Alyssa, that's so funny. So the last time I saw him, he was up enjoying his Lucasade. You found a carrier to land on. Oh. Oh my. There's Kato. Retriever Neil. Ryder. Grazer. Fibro. Kid Fox. Balut. Oh, jeez, there's everyone now, look. It's very nice, isn't it? Bought a can of sugar-free Lucasade the other week without realising. Yeah, it's like two baldies fighting over the comb. What's the, you know? Right, we're looking good, lads. Aircraft is behaving. Fuel is doing good. These are our main tanks. Just for balancing, do you know what I'm going to do? We're going to hop them over to auxiliary. Auxiliary pumps on. And we're going to start transferring these guys over. So, alternate tanks. And lower. We'll double check our fuel flow now with this as well. Just to be sure, to be sure, to be sure. Yeah, no, we're looking good, we're looking good. It's around, what's that, £600 an hour per engine? 1,200, so 2,400 pounds an hour. 2,400 pounds an hour. Let's work out a rough cost of this one, lads. 2,400 pounds an hour we're burning. £2,400 an hour. So we're saying what? 5.5. 5.5. 2,400 divided by 5.5. 436. 436 multiplied by, I don't know, what is it? 375. 375 divided by, is that right? 1,636 quid an hour? Am I close enough with me arithmetic? More economical than a Skoda. Ah! Dancing in the moonlight with your tiny hand. Thanks, QC Frank. Well, bro, hope you're well, buddy. What did I miss? Except for the intro. You just missed out on the intro. Yeah. That doesn't seem right. 1,600 quid an hour? That seems a little low, actually, doesn't it? Oh, Jesus. Here's Singapore. Ashley's back. There's no photogrammetry here, though, isn't it? Yeah, roughly that. Fuel's about 6.6. For this? Avgas. £1,200 an hour. Ah, Alric, no way. Okay, right hand side is where the city should be. Yeah, missed opportunity. That'll be added at some stage, Build Singapore. There used to be different add-ons you can get for Singapore. Did Norbex do one? Yeah, I think they did. Why are liveries all over the gaff? For example, you're showing up in a Canadian aircraft, Murph. Model matching, buddy. The model matching is nuts. It works for some and not for others. It's weird, isn't it? We'll never figure it out. So there is Whiskey Sierra Sierra Lima up on the left hand side. We're overflying that. We're heading out to a place called Batam or Batam. Whiskey India Delta Delta. It's not far. It's about, I don't know, 26 miles from here. So we can actually start a right turn here. Over the city. Wonder what she'd look like now. I say nighttime, but like, if we give it a blast for nighttime. Current, remember this time, lads, will you? 9:41. Oh, Jesus. Look. Muse fans' favourite song? Oh no, hang on, I thought it was the Spice Girls, never mind. I actually like this song. 777, good to see you. Hope you're well, bud. I just turned off my microphone. Yeah, we could really do with like an update for Singapore. It looks pretty though, doesn't it? Very, very nice. Singapore. Thanks, Ashley. Hello, fireflies. Yeah, Gibbo, it's shocking, isn't it? Like, there was one or two that you can get for 2024, but I've seen very little. They're all 2020 airports. Opportunity missed. Time Models. Is it Time Models? I think they did a pretty good one. So that's the main one now. That's Singapore, Seletar on the left, and then just beyond that, then coming up is the main international airport, Changi or Changi. I think it's Changi. Imagine it's 1949. You're sleeping in the DC-6 bunk beds after a feast of whole chicken and mint sauce, all washed down with a beautiful Cabernet Sauvignon, or you know. What's the green one? The minty one? Jesus, all the ships, look! Jesus, all the ships! There's a fierce queue trying to get in there, I can tell you. Yeah, Malky, I was kind of working off Euro. I was kind of working off European prices or Eurozone prices. So 2,400 would be about $2,500. Yeah, I'm a little bit out. So like $2,500 is what, about 2,100 euro, give or take. You know, Singapore has by far one of the busiest ports in the world, busier than Rotterdam. Ooh. So all that traffic of the boats, that's from seafront simulations. It completely replaces the default sea traffic in the sim. Look at it, lads. Jesus, look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Jesus, there's more over there, look. Yeah, this is all from seafront simulations. Which is brilliant. That's awesome looking. That's awesome. Alright, let's plan ourselves into a landing here. So back into the aircraft, we will autopilot off. 1, 2, 3. And let's see what happens. We're going to go, lads, for runway 22. So it's going to be a left turn. We'll go on the right downwind. Traffic, Firefly 235, DC-6. We're going to enter on the right downwind for runway 22. Full stop, traffic. All right. Strictly Come Dancing. There was a reason that the Royal Navy built a base at Singapore. Dude, it's freaking huge, though. The amount of ships, look. It's not impressive. And you can land on some of them. Actually, yes, indeed. Just the one flight. Now, a downwind, you're supposed to stay within about 1.5 miles of the airport. We're not doing that, but sure, listen. We'll be alright. Bad on traffic. Firefly 235 on the right downwind, runway 22, full stop. No, Changi Airport is up on our left-hand side in Singapore. We're in Indonesia here now, I think, isn't it? Alright, power coming back. Let's drop that nose. And we can increase our RPM. That'll help slow us. 777, A firm. It now houses one of those American supercarriers. Ooh. Right, watch your speed, Murph. Alright, we're going to be turning right base here now in a moment. Just want to get that speed down a little bit more. Ideally, we want to drop a notch of flaps. We're coming up just under 2,500 feet. We're going to reduce our descent. And let's see what happens here, friends. And traffic, Firefly 235, DC-6, returning right base, runway 22, traffic. Alright, speed 160. First notch of flaps. Let us have the gear. Red light is on, gear in transit. Oh, heck yeah. Look at this, man, with all the ships. This is awesome. Red light off. Flaps 20. Speed is coming down nicely. On the right base. Joe, welcome in. Easy now. Rate of descent is good. There's 1,500 feet. Watch your power settings. Watch our descent. Easy now. Okay, so it's going to be a right turn onto final. Watch your speed as we're doing this. Not just yet. What's the altitude of the elevation of the airfield? It's just above sea level. Just above sea level. Slowly bring us down to about 1,000. So it's 128 feet. Perfect. So we're almost at our pattern altitude. So far, so good. Easy now. Flaps are 20. We'll throw them down to 30 once we get onto a final here. Sound. And bottom traffic. Firefly 235, turning final, runway 22. Traffic. Alright, watch your turn coming in, watch your speed. Watch our altitude. Let's go flaps 30. Little high. With the flaps, it's going to throw the nose up just a little bit, so we just want to counter that a bit. Okay, we overshot that just a little bit. We'll get back on track here now in a moment. Altitude's coming down now to 1,000. We've picked up the glide. We can see the pappy lights. Put ourselves back on the runway. That's looking better. Speed. Start easing off a little bit of power. Prop full. And just watch our slope.
Runway 22. Caution, caution.
Easy now. We're looking good. Aviation Geek, good to see you, buddy. Look at the state of it is right. It's awesome, isn't it? This place has a runway longer. That's crazy, isn't it? Alright, speed hovering just over 100 knots. Little low. Alright though. Small bit of wind to contend with. You love flying in Asia, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Right, let's shallow out our descent here. There we go. We're back on the glide. Just watch those trees coming in. One thing about the DC-6, the landing gear is quite long. So where you think you might have clearance, you actually don't have clearance. There's a big red friggin' or a yellow X on this runway. We're not supposed to be using it, but sure, listen. I rang ahead and just said we'd be here for a few minutes. You know what I mean? Alright, there's our aiming point. Watch the touchdown zone. Little bit of wind. Watch the speed. Easy does it. Alright.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Hold the nose. Gentle kiss on the back wheels. And that will nearly do her. Alright, gentle with the nose wheel coming down. And a bit of beta. Little bit of wind. There's 60 knots. Manual braking. Beta out. Flaps coming in. And just let the engines calm down a little bit. We'll go a left turn here and back taxi. Easy now. We've got 102 miles from here. Yeah, it's a good hike. It's a good hike now, our last bit.
Approaching runway 22.
Alright, easy does it. Okay, so for our next trick, how's our fuel? We're on the alternate tanks, so 15 and just over 20. So we'll stay on these tanks. DC-6 has great range. So what we're going to do here, lads, we're going to be flying from Badam pretty much straight north, right? Would it be okay if I fly with you one day? Hey, dude, 100%. You never need to ask, just come fly. Just come fly. Right, so we got 102 nautical miles. Now, this is where it gets tricky, lads. When we get up to the airport, we're aiming for runway 20. We all got to do the same runway. So it's runway 20. So we're going to approach it kind of coming in there from the north. We come in see where it has Air Batang Village. We're coming in from that way, and then it's going to be a very kind of sharp right-hand turn. So if we have a look, I don't think I have approach plates. Maybe I do. There's no charts for here. Well, that's an absolute disaster. Let's not worry about that. Anyway, the plan is in from the north, so we're going to turn right and then right again. That's what we're aiming to do here, right? That is the plan. Let me see. Der Jaeger, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Starship doing un-Starship-like things. She's rough and ready. Alright, we probably don't need all the runway here, so we're going to be grand. What did we say this was? 2-2, was it? 2-2. Alright, ease up with the brakes. Badam traffic, Firefly 235, we're lining up runway 22. It's going to be a departure to the north. Badam. Easy now. Oh, look at that C-160. Man, I love the Transall.
Approaching runway 22.
PC-12 is a good shout as well. Okay, flaps. Set for 20. Hey, Crotty, thank you very much indeed. 17 months. I'm late because the dog ate my homework. Dude, you're never late. It's good to see you, man. Alright, 30% on the engine. Take a power set, release the brakes. And let's start rolling. Airspeed alive. It's that flying plane without the wings again. Yeah, they need to fix that. The old LOD is only shocking. 80 knots. Little bit of wind. 100. 120. Keep rolling. We want a fast lift off. There she goes. Gear up. It makes total sense. How are we going on speed? Speed is good. Watch the manifold pressure. Ease back our RPM. And we're climbing. Gentle roll to the right. And we'll start circling around. Yeah, the Connie looks a bit mad, doesn't it? Outer... Oh no, inner marker light beeping. Nice turn coming through. Right lads, we'll do another head count if you're currently flying with us. If you're on console, it's 1. If you're on the PC, it's number 2. Skynet, with say intentions, it's number 3. And if you think we're going to absolutely grease the next landing, I shall go on out of that. You go ahead and press 4. Ooh. All right. She's looking fierce, all right. Okay, autopilot, that's going back to you. Thank you. We'll go heading mode, altitude 4,000, lock her in. That'll do nicely. Double check our baro. We're looking good. And a course correction, heading. Keep her fairly straight for now, then we'll do a left turn. Nice. Nighthawk, we can see it. Alright, plane. Ease her back. Something like that. Oil temp and cylinder head is hot. We'll open up all the L flaps, give them 4 degrees here for the moment. That'll cool down all the traffic, man. Look at that. Jesus. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely savage? All the ships, man. Isn't that mad looking? Mad, Ted. Right, oil temperature's running hot. That's kind of the best we can do, that. Oil temperature. Doesn't seem to be moving, does it? Ease back our manifold pressure. Let's call it 32. Ease back in our RPM. interesting. She's still hot. We'll have to see. There's your AliExpress, right? Give the glass a tip, right? Right, we need to figure this one out because we're not getting those cylinder heads down. Or sorry, we're not getting the carburetor. Cylinder head is fine. It's carb heat, or sorry, oil. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Oil temperature is running hot. Carb air is okay. Manifold pressure, dial it back another smidgen. Let's call it 30. I mean, that's helping. Easy now. Come on, Betsy. Right, oil temp is looking good. Manifold pressure. It's a fine balance, this. We're just over it. A little bit more RPM. Right there now, green. How are we for everything else? RPM is too high. I'd say we're just on it. Yeah, we're just on it. Right. The third pilot or engineer to handle the engines makes sense. Yeah. Outside air temperature is probably warm. Probably. Let me see. Cabin differential, that's all fine. Electric is all okay. Temperature control. That's inside though.
Hello there.
What's the outside temperature? Wing heaters. Here's the outside air temperature on this. I'm sure we have a button here somewhere, haven't we? Outside air temperature. She's around here somewhere. Fuel pressure. Oil pressure. Oil to free air. There we go. That's outside, isn't it? So it's 20 degrees Celsius. Just pour a 5-pound bag of ice in it. Should be grand, Jane. 100%. Balro Gas, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, buddy. Right, we're going wrong. Left turn, Murph. Man, look at that C-160. Gorgeous. Alright, left turn coming in. Yeah, 20 degrees at 4,000 feet is pretty warm. So it's probably closer to 26, 27 on the ground. Maybe even more. Do you know? Maybe even more. Easy now. Little bit of a left turn. Now our speed, right? We're doing 200 knots. This is like a half an hour up the road. So we're actually doing all right-ish. Our engines are very fine, but I don't think I can give much more on the manifold pressure just yet. If I do, then oil temps are going to go up. See what I mean? So I can't really do much. Now, the cowl flaps being open do have an impact on our drag. So let's close them off for a minute. We'll monitor the temperature, but have a look at the airspeed indicator. This should be able to pick up a little bit, I'd have thought.
Hello there.
Samix, welcome in. Crazy humidity as well. Yeah. Luvik, yeah, it's a great airplane, buddy. Great airplane. Like, we're in a fairly clean configuration. Flaps are up, cowl flaps are in. RPM is probably a little bit high. So, hang on. This is going to upset some things. Because I think we're going to be running high oil temp. That helped our airspeed. but it's kind of starting to push us a little bit. Cylinder head on number 4 is hot. And he's not really dropping. Okay. So we'll give him the slightest of help. Let's call it 2 degrees. And that's bringing the needle back down. And then this guy, cylinder head number 2, is not happy. Well, I was doing that earlier on, wasn't it? So, number 2, oh yeah, she's spiking. So we'll give him 2 degrees as well. So 2 and 4. I'll keep an eye on this now. So cylinder head on number 2. He ain't or carb, sorry. Or no, cylinder head. He's not really coming down. He's only slightly above. I reckon that's okay. Yeah, it's just bad. We're right in the limit of it. Managing our engines, it's always a bit of crack. Now, that bit of messing around, we actually gained an extra 15 knots maybe. Over an hour, that's a lot. So I'm happy enough with that. So we're cruising now at about 210. We were only hitting about 190 odd. Now, we can go an awful lot faster with this. Obviously, the higher we go, the air becomes less dense, right? It's also cooler up there, so it means we can really open up those engines. We can push more manifold pressure. But for this altitude, let's just leave it be. I think 210, 212, depending on what the wind is giving us, this is pretty much okay. And it's all about, you know, keeping our focus, that our T's and P's are where they need to be. So cylinder head temperature is looking good across all of them. 3 and 4 are actually running a little bit cooler. That's interesting. Water pressure, don't need to worry about that. Our carburetor air is fairly balanced. Oil temperature, it's in the green, but like it's right on the limit. She's right on the limit. But we're within normal kind of operating BJanie then, you know? So we're well on our way. So this is going to be a nice challenge. It's a beautiful little approach into the island. As I said, we want to be kind of hugging, you want to be hugging the north here. Do you know, we're going to come in by Selang village up the north of the island, and then it's just kind of follow down the coastline. And then you can see as you approach by the beach, it is a right-hand turn and the terrain is coming down with you. But there's trees and stuff, so you need to watch for that. But I reckon we'll be alright, lads. Famous last words, mind you, but I reckon we'll be alright. Do you know? We'll have to wait and see. Where is this now? Do. We have some tunage. What's the worst that could happen? We can take a parachute. Probably not the best satellite imagery here. I mean, you can see where there's like clouds baked into the ground. But it's not bad. And there's also weather ahead of us. This could be very interesting. Ah! WMBT. Is there such thing as like an ATIS up there? WMBT. It'll do now, search. I don't think it has it. No. She's looking good though. Man, look at that starship, isn't it gorgeous? beautiful. Speed, good. Engines, number 3 is high on oil pressure, or oil temperature. Like, I can adjust number 3 here, decrease. I think we need this on manual though, don't we? Alright, 3 is dropped back. Let's see if that affects its oil temperature. Okay. Jays, we're losing 4 completely. What happened there? Engine 4, that's got to be a bug. Engine 4 completely dropped off. Did we lose a friggin' circuit? We lost engine 4. Come back up. Jesus. Alright, 3 still isn't happy. Why don't we try increasing its RPM? Let's go slightly higher. Yeah, we fixed it now, look. So we had to put the engine RPM into manual mode. We manually increased the RPM ever so slightly on engine 3. While we were messing with that, we actually blew a fuse of the number 4. And that's why it's vital having a camera or a view that you can look back here. Because if your instruments fail, naturally you're going to think, right, it's mechanical. You know, there's been an issue, something's broken and it shouldn't have broke. Or maybe it's a system failure or a circuit breaker. In this case, it was a circuit breaker. We fixed it. Engine RPM should definitely help. That's how PMDG say it in the tutorial. Yeah. Like, you could be literally flying this aircraft on a long haul for hours upon hours, and something like that could just happen. You know. I'd like to fly with the lads, but my father being at home is taxing whoever. If there's a GA flight, love to join. Mike, absolutely, buddy. Chris, welcome aboard. Island ahead. Like, that's why it's vital to scan these systems. And now you can see the likes of a modern airliner. If there's a problem, it'll alert you either through the ECAS, which is the crew alert system, or you'll just get a light. A light will pop up and say, ping, we have a problem. These old aircraft, forget it, man. Doesn't happen. Just took a look at Oshkosh on YouTube now. The briefing. They say there's going to be the first time a DC-6 at Oshkosh. And the red arrows. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Should have an electrician on board as well. It's cool though. Like, it just shows you that the aircraft is very alive. It's doing its own thing. And our outside air temperature has had such a dramatic impact on the airplane that it's up to us now to make these kind of tiny little changes. Like, there's the prop for 3 and 4. There's like 50 RPM in the difference. And that's what the flight engineer would have done, of course. That was his job. He was monitoring this from start to finish. And with the aircraft, we can, you know, PMDG can do it with their AFE, but it's better that we get to do it. I think it just makes flights that little bit more interesting. You know what I mean? And this is not our island. We're going beyond it, but doesn't it look absolutely... like, that looks savage, doesn't it? I remember training engine failure after takeoff at a Quito in a DC-6 in your P3D days. What a plane. Every takeoff, I used to do full takeoff calculations, following all the damn charts, right? Brilliant though, isn't it? Like, that's why I love this airplane. It's just... It's just class. It really is class. You can turn that stuff off if you don't want to deal with it, but I love having it on, man. It really adds the, you know, the experience and the workload of flying one of these classic aircraft, you know? I long for the day we get a DC-3 up to this level. That would just be, you know, it's amazing, Kate. It really is. The cousin of Aquaman, his donkey could be on that island. Aquaman's donkey. Interesting weather here as well, look. For the most part, it's fine, but like, yeesh. Oh, yeah. Looking good, lads. Looking good. Right, keep her moving, keep her motoring. Some tunage. Both the DC-3 and the DC-6 have witnessed more than just a few blown jugs in departure. Lots of smoke and fire. Whoa. We've been waiting for a DC-3 since the first sim. Look at the updraft we just got there from the mountain as we flew over it. In aviation, what's the name given to either side of like a mountain where the wind is blowing on one side, so it gives you like an uplift, right? An updraft. And on the far side, it gives you a downdraft, mountain wave. But there's a name, isn't there? We're on like one side versus the other side. I do 777, yeah. Yeah, Mr. TPHI gave me the link, and it's very good. No, not wind shear. Wind shear is kind of full force against you. Anabatic, catabatic. There's another name for it, I think, Jeff. Lee side, yes. Lee side is one of them. It's an American thing. Leeward and wayward. That's the one. Yes, mountainous flatulence. Yeah, that as well is it. Right, so that's what it is. So you have leeward and wayward. So am I right in saying is wayward is where the wind is going to push up? Yeah? And that's leeward is up and wayward is down. British naval terms. Ooh. Windward. It's been years since I did that on ground school stuff. Windward, leeward. Windward is where it comes up. Leeward is down. Right, grand. So, yeah. Windward is... The wind is with us. Hang on. We'll do a bit of Bob Ross for you here, lads. Right. Here's our mountain. That's a mountain. And the wind speed is going this direction. Y'all see this now. I'm not just drawing this for the crack. Right? So there's the windage. It's going that direction, right? So that means any wind hitting the mountain on this side, right? Well, it actually hits the mountain and it starts going upwards. Yeah? And then as it goes around the mountain, she starts going this way. And as we're flying, we get caught up in the caught up. So as we're flying this direction, right, all of a sudden, that wind hits us. We start going up this way a little bit. Then we level. And then it's almost pulling you down at the bottom. We end up going this way a little bit. And this is where you have windward. So we'll say wind. Isn't that what we're saying? And then we have where is this now? Wayward. So that's windward is here. Think of that as the positive, right? And then we have leeward. If Murphy could only write and spell. So that's how that works, look. So think of this as your mountain. The big thing in the middle is a mountain, in case you weren't sure, right? This is a mountain. You see this little circle here? I'll come back to that now in a second. That little circle on the mountain is important. We'll go back to that in a second, right? But anyway, windward. So the wind is coming across from left to right. It hits the mountain, it goes up the way, and then it comes back down the far side. This really has a massive impact when you're flying close to, whatchamacallit. It has a huge impact when you're flying close to mountains, especially in small aircraft, small general aviation aircraft, right? But even in larger aircraft, you can still, depending on the height of the mountains, you can still feel that sensation. And it may not necessarily push you up or drag you down. What it will give you is turbulence. It'll give you full-on turbulence caused by that wind because the ripples is going up and you're getting caught in it. So it's just something to be aware. No, that little dot there, see, that's the bullshit. Brilliant. No, it's not though. This is actually real. This is correct. I just wanted to put that dot there for the crack, you know. So there we are. We have more boats. What is that? Is it a ferry? Interesting. Is that the eye? Bob Ross, lads. Bob Ross. Right, lads. We are getting close. Our final approach to Tioman. So our runway for landing here, lads, is going to be runway 20, runway 20. This is going to be some crack, isn't it? This is going to be absolutely brilliant, and let's see what happens. So remember the approach. We're going to come in north of the airfield, and it's going to be a right followed by a right turn, right? 2 rights, that's what we're after. So we need to see what happens here. So we're going to turn off the name tags. We're going to come off the autopilot. Thank you. And now, friends, it's air control. A319, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, we got a whole load of other aircraft with us. It's a group flight, man. Group flight. We've loads of people flying with us. All right, so we're going to swing out here a little bit because I just want to drop some of this airspeed and our altitude. There's the airport over there. You can see where the beach is. Since you love that reverb, you might as well go in a world. Yeah, that absolutely works, you're right. In the key of C#. In a world, one man will attempt something stupid. It probably sounds better just my normal voice. We'll see what happens though. It does look very nice though, doesn't it? Alright, speed is coming down. Pitch music. And traffic, Firefly 235 inbound for a full stop, runway 20. Alright. Power coming back, lights are on. We're going to disappear a little wheel. Prop coming full forward. First notch of flaps. Let's have the gear. And now we kind of just edge our way in toward the beach. I'll see you on the beach. The echo was more dramatic this time. Brilliant. And so it was said. Murphy attempted to land, but ended up in a terrible, terrible mess. Or did he? Yeah, right. I was going to go over the mountain, but Jay's... Yeah, no, don't go over the mountain. It's a one-way entry into this airport. Real life as well, so... Okay, speed, power, all the jazz is good. Gear is down. Flaps are currently at 10. Let's horse them down to 15. And let's get us over to the to that kind of cove just there ahead of us. Adjusting our trim as we do this. The missed approach is easy. Full power, hard right. Hard right. Out. So the airport is just over here. If we turn on the nameplates, we see everyone parked up. It's not the smallest runway, but you can see from the terrain around it, very interesting, right? A319, cheers, buddy. All right. Speed is good. Altitude is good. And let us see, friends. Let's go flaps 20. There's the beach, and then it's a sharp right-hand turn. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this approach. This is stunning. Alright, coming down to 1,000 feet. Reset our barrow, make sure all is well, which it is. Now we want to start getting in nice and low. Nice and low. So it's a place called Tioman. Justin Tioman. Whiskey Mike Bravo Tango. Alright, flaps 30. We'll go flaps 40 on this one. In actual fact, we'll go full flaps on this one. Keep them moving. Speed is looking good. Bit of engine power to counter it. And now we just got to be careful of our turn. Little high. It's a savage right-hand turn into this. Watch your speed. Watch the trees. If this doesn't work first time, we'll go around. There's a runway. Alright. Start our turn. Watch the nose. Watch your power. Keep her moving. 100 knots. Power. Easy. Roll out. Watch your speed. Mind that buildings. Center line.
Runway
Power idle.
20.
Hold the nose.
Caution.
Oh, Jesus.
There's a touchdown. 235. Watch the nose. Beta. Manual braking. There's 60 knots. All right. Flaps in. How freaking cool was that? Brilliant, isn't it? Stu, your timing. He's like a you know, I reckon he wears a ghillie suit beside the computer and he just sits there waiting for me. We'll hang a right here. Clear the runway. And the very best of luck to everyone else coming in. Don't clip the buildings, the locals will be going nuts. It's a nice, challenging little airport. All right, brakes on.
Approaching runway 2.
All right. Here comes Rex. We got a few more people coming in. Go on, Rex. Why are you flying? A water bomber. Make sure the L gear is down, Rex. Oh, Jesus. That's a go around. That's a go around. Rex, go around. Mind the mountains. Jesus. Stand by, medics. He's in trouble. He ain't getting out of that, is he? Just about. Yikes. 355 home record. Good job. Right, here comes Daddy Plum. Isn't that like the coolest angle though, isn't it? Recommended flight sim gear. Anything from Moza. Oh, anything from Moza. Verpal is what I'm using here in front of me. I've Moza over yonder. Oof, touchdown. He'd be picking the leaves out of his teeth for weeks, right? Jeez, he got it stopped well. Here comes Toto. With 2 aircraft loaded. Go on, Toto, you devil. It's a challenge, isn't it? Now, it's no, Courchevel, but it's a challenge all the same. You try come in here with, like... Well, DC-6 is fairly good for it, but, like, you try to throw this in with an airliner, Toto, that's really well done, man. That was excellently done. Vulcan is coming in. Old Man Strike behind him. Toto, you absolutely nailed that. Rogers is coming in a little bit high. Vulcan trying to get the flare. Ooh.
Hello there.
Old Man Strike did well. Vulcan is down. Nicely done. Do the rudder pedal dance as you come in. Rogers did a slip to come in there, look. Kit Fox in a Vision Jet. Unlikely, but let's find out. Here comes Rogers. And now he's going around. He didn't like it. Kid Fox is coming in. He's in now. He's coming in at speed. Looking good. It's fast. Touchdown. On the brakes. All the brakes. He's okay. He's okay. Who have we got here now? Here comes Angels 1-5. In a Warbird. Oh, look at that, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hermit, brilliant. Oh, it's very small stall, just on a short final, but you're all right. You made it in, Angels. You made it in. Here comes Rex again. Anyone else in the pattern? Illicit is coming in. All right, Rex. Let's see what you can do this time, bud. You definitely look an awful lot slower. The landing gear is there. It just needs to... There it is. That's better, Rex. Full brakes. You have reverses on that machine as well. Oh, yeah. Look at the stopping distance there. That was awesome. Well done, Rex. That was brilliant. Wing stripe are worth it. Yeah, no, he got in safe. Illicit Major and Jalagod are inbound. There's our wings. Jesus. Echelon the Heron. Get in there quick. There's the prop is shagged, look. Red Wing really need to fix that. Well, here's Goose coming in as well. The two lads coming in together. Both Goose has a bit of speed. Illicit is in. Ooh, sideways. Goose had a bounce. Go around, buddy. Go around. Oh, Jesus, Goose. Will you get out of this? The gear went up very quickly. Oh, look out. There's monkeys in those trees. And they're saying, Jesus, look at this fella. Successful go around. Illicit Major, Jalagod in the other Connie. Looking good. Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay, so Rex is going to go give it another go. It's a bit of crack, isn't it? Yeah, the Connie looks so good, doesn't it? It's a beautiful plane. Speedy Pro is giving it another shot. They should be DC-6s, not Connies. Well, unless they're flying Connies. But if they're not, yeah. Wait now. No, Rex was grand. It was, Rogers made it. Was it Goose that had to go around? Speedy Pro was doing it. Poor monkeys already had quite the scare when I came in. Oh, really? Brilliant. Isn't it a cool little airport, lads? It's a gorgeous part of the world. Like, absolutely stunning, isn't it? Do you believe anyone in the mountains? No? No, we're okay. Have you ever tried Jeff's? Or GOFS? I haven't. Very impressed with everyone's efforts. Yeah. You can see, like, over the last few weeks, some of the landings we've already done, it's been absolutely insane, right? So somewhere like this, it's still a challenge. It'll catch you out only because it happens so fast. Because you have that immediate right-hand turn, you can't really align it with the runway until the very last moment. And at least when we're going for the very short fields, it's a relatively clear approach. This one is a little bit different. Oh, Jesus. Goose is looking good. On the brakes now. There's touchdown. Full reverse. You're going to have to commit to this one. You won't get around. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Full brakes. Good man, Goose. He made it. He made it.
Hello there.
For our next one, we're off to Venezuela. That's similar to this. It's an interesting runway, and the challenge is because there's so many buildings, right? Rex looking good. Speedy Pro coming in. That's not easy in a Starship. That thing doesn't like low speed at all. But powerful engines for a full beta. That's great. Absolutely brilliant, you know. Killing Time is coming in. Here's Clan Jammer. Oof. Nicely done. Beautiful. Killing Time is inbound. This could be interesting. Oh, don't stall. Watch the wing. Watch the wing. Oh, he made it. Touchdown. Jesus. Will you stop? Nose gear just down. Full brakes. Mind the trees. This is all chase plane, Mr. Dreco. Oh no, killing time. Medic! We need a medic. He's alright, he just rolled up a little bit. Jesus. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff. It's some crack, isn't it? Like, as I said, the prop job, the mighty DC-6, this is one of several series we'll do. The next prop job won't be a DC-6. Or maybe it will, right? But the idea, it's going to select other airports. The ones we're doing here, they're kind of the cliche, typical ones you'd expect. You know, Lukla, Milford Sound, Courchevel, right? But there's other, like, there's so many others. There's so many other mad airports that we're going to be doing, you know? So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. We're looking forward to getting this one finished, and then we'll come back to this series later on in the year, you know? Have I done a DC-3 yet? We could do a DC-3 into places like this, yeah. We absolutely could. Right, lads, that's all for now. But I want to thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in and keeping me company here on a Monday night. We're back flying tomorrow night. We're going to be taking the Phenom out of Scottsdale, Arizona. We're going to fly it up to Las Vegas, up to Henderson Executive. And from Henderson, we're going to go take some choppers out and fly out over Las Vegas tomorrow night. So we'll be starting our stream tomorrow at 1900 Zulu, as we do. And that's the plan for tomorrow. Say Intentions will provide us with ATC. Then on Wednesday night, we have this week's Flight Sim News. We're going to be catching up with Heisenberg, who is in attendance at EAA Air Venture. So Oshkosh, that'll be on Wednesday. Flying Fries, Lord Freet will be joining us as well. Thursday, we have a double header. We're going to be flying during the day in choppers with On Air. We're also going to check out a mission that Ep.5 made. And then on Thursday night, it's over to VATSIM as we take a 737 MAX out of St. John's. And we're heading over to Quebec. I think it's Quebec or Halifax. I think it's Quebec. I'll double check that. And then I'm away for a week. And then when we come back, we'll have even more flying. So in the meantime, if you want to catch up with everything that we do, we hang out on Discord, !Discord. We're still refining it, but that's where you'll find us. And we can carry on the discussion. We have audio rooms that you can stream. If you're flying along or you want to do another flight yourself, feel free to use those voice channels. And yeah. Super Ty was in Halifax a few times. Nice. Great stream, learned a few things. Nice one, Hermit. Thank you very much indeed. What's the one in Greenland? Mod drop over the mountain. Greenland. I'm not sure. I'll need to check it out though. We need to go back to Iceland as well. I haven't flown there in a while. Iceland is always great to fly around. But anyway, lads, that's the story now. I thank you for your patience as well as we continue to dial in the audio with the new kind of sound setup that I'm running here. So as I said, hopefully it's almost there. It's better than yesterday. I'll take that, you know. So right, good luck to you now. Have a lovely evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. I rarely use this word when it comes to flight sim add-ons. I reserve it only for the special kind. But like, there's no point saying anything other than this is shite. It's shite. Like, oh, we've got a gun sight. This is a beta, so I'm not too worried. It looks great though, doesn't it? Listen to this. Think about it now, right? I'll sing it for you. Everybody's looking at my tight pants. He's got his tight pants. He's got his tight pants on. I'm actually not wearing tight pants at all. No, they're loosey-gooseys. Do you know, they're the in-house joggings or yoggings. I think it's a soft J. They're the in-house yoggings. Engines are now off. I've just killed the mixture. Right? Watch this. Mags are off. Feather boat props. My engines are now completely off, right? And I'll know they're completely off because I'm going to keep an eye on the props. They will just stop, right? Engine